Hello, Tom from EveryStepCalculus.com, EveryStepPhysics.com. A step-by-step process for solving an e to the x problem, transcendental problem. Normally, in my programs, if you see cosine or sine and you're integrating those and log and e to the x, you're thinking about integration by parts, okay? But I checked that for you, so you go to integration by parts and you put those things in there, and then I send you to I find out if it's u substitution, and or integration by parts, and then direct you in those directions or solve it in that way. So let's do it. Index 8 to get to my menu. I'm going to scroll down to integration by parts because they're asking this on the test problem or homework problem. And integrate by parts here. And of course these are the choices here. We're going to choose number 2. It's e to the x. And we're going to enter our function. You have to press alpha before you enter anything in these entry lines here. Alpha x times e to the 3 times x squared. Keep in mind there is no integral of e to the 3x squared or e to the 3x cubed or etc. But there's an exponent. This can be solved because it's one of the tricks in calculus, and it can be solved because the inside the parentheses, the derivative of this matches the outside, and I'll show you how to do that. You need to know derivatives right away in calculus or you'll never get through calculus. For instance, you look at this inside the parentheses, you got to come up with 6x right away. Not even a question about it, okay? And 6x is close with the x on the outside here, so I'll show you how to do that. Anytime you enter a problem, I always show you what you've entered. You can change it if you want. I say it's okay. I ask you this because I'm checking whether the inside of the derivative matches the outside. In this case, it does, so we're going to answer yes. So this is a u substitution problem, and it goes to another program, u substitution, so it asks you the question again, no big deal, and we can do these things to get through our test and homework and get through calculus. Say it's yes, and then we solve the problem. We rewrite u substitution to make it easier. For instance, I took the x and put it over here, x dx, you see it here, that's what we're going to match. And this is one of the big clean tricks that I've learned in my programs and how I tell people like yourself how to do the problem. U equals 3x squared, the du is 6x dx, but you got to take the 6 and move it over here to make the x dx match the problem that I just showed you in the previous screen. And then we go into change the u parameters for what we did. The integral of e to the u is actually e to the u, so that's the reason they use it so much in calculus tests and stuff, because it looks complicated, and it is complicated, but unless you know that trick. So here's the answer, 1/6 e to the 6. Notice we had e to the u with du divided by 6. Well, you always bring the constants out of the integral, so we bring it out of the integral here. I just do 1 because it can be more complicated when we do it than 1, and it might be 2, 10, 15, whatever, and so I do that for you here too. And here's the 1/6 times e to the u, and then we substitute back the u to get this. Pretty neat, huh? EveryStepCalculus.com. Go to my site, buy my programs, and pass calculus. Best deal you'll ever make. Believe me, you'll never throw it out. You'll throw your calculus book out, but you'll never throw these programs within your titanium out. Hey, have a good one. I'm all for you passing calculus. Pathetic calculus.